Irving, the Hanukkah iguana, in New York. In a cozy pet shop on Delancey Street, there lived a bright green iguana named Irving. While the other animals dreamed of sunny beaches and tropical forests, Irving had his heart set on something entirely different, celebrating Hanukkah with a loving family. Every December, Irving would press his scaly nose against the glass of his terrarium and watch the families browsing the pet shop. He'd seen the colorful decorations going up around the neighborhood, the twinkling lights in windows, and the special blue and white displays in the shop across the street. Irving knew this was the season of Hanukkah, and more than anything, he wanted to be part of it. "Nobody wants an iguana for Hanukkah," sighed Penelope the parrot from her perch nearby. "They want cuddly puppies and fluffy kittens." But Irving never gave up hope. Every morning, he'd do his best to look festive. He arranged his favorite rocks in the shape of a Star of David and practiced his most charming iguana smile. One snowy afternoon, 8-year-old Sarah Goldstein entered the pet shop with her grandmother, Bubby Rose. Sarah had been asking for a pet for months, and her parents had finally agreed she was responsible enough. "What about this sweet puppy?" suggested Bubby Rose, pointing to a golden retriever. "Or this adorable kitten?" asked Mr. Petrosky, the shop owner. But Sarah wandered over to Irving's terrarium and stopped. Irving was sitting perfectly still, his dewlap glowing bright orange with excitement. His eyes met Sarah's, and she smiled. "Tell me about this iguana," Sarah said. Mr. Petrosky explained that Irving was very gentle and smart but warned that iguanas need special care and are not typical pets for young children. "He looks like he's been waiting for someone special," Sarah observed. "What do you think, Bubby?" Bubby Rose adjusted her glasses and looked closely at Irving. The wise iguana seemed to wink at her. "You know, Sarah, your great-grandfather always said that sometimes the most unexpected things bring the greatest joy." After much discussion with her parents over the phone, Sarah's family decided to welcome Irving home for the first night of Hanukkah. That evening, as the Goldstein family gathered around their menorah, Irving watched from his new terrarium in the living room. Sarah's father, Rabbi David, explained the miracle of Hanukkah as he lit the shamash and the first candle. Long ago, when the temple was restored, there was only enough oil to keep the eternal flame burning for one day. But miraculously, it burned for 8 nights. Irving listened intently, his intelligent eyes reflecting the candlelight. When the family sang, "Hanukkah, O Hanukkah," Irving bobbed his head along with the melody. Over the next 7 nights, Irving became a part of the family's celebrations. On the second night, Sarah's little brother Jake shared his chocolate coins with Irving, though Irving preferred the potato latkes. On the third night, Irving learned to spin a dreidel with his tail, much to everyone's delight. By the fourth night, Irving had figured out how to arrange his heat lamp, water dish, and favorite branch to cast shadows that looked remarkably like Hebrew letters on the wall of his terrarium. "Look!" Sarah exclaimed. Irving made a shin, one of the dreidel letters. Bubby Rose nodded knowingly. "That iguana has a Jewish soul," she declared. On the 8th and final night of Hanukkah, the family gathered for their biggest celebration yet. Irving had a special place of honor right next to the menorah, and Sarah had decorated his terrarium with blue and white ribbons. As Rabbi David lit all 8 candles plus the shamash, he said, "Just as this small flame can light up the darkness, sometimes the most unexpected members of our family can bring the greatest light into our lives." Irving's dewlap glowed warm and bright, as if he understood every word. Sarah gently stroked his head and whispered, "Thank you for making our Hanukkah so special, Irving." From that day forward, Irving was known throughout the neighborhood as Irving, the Hanukkah iguana. Every year, families would bring their children to see the remarkable reptile who helped them understand that the miracle of Hanukkah wasn't just about oil lasting 8 nights, it was about finding joy, light, and love in the most unexpected places. And if you visited the Goldstein house during any Hanukkah thereafter, you might just see Irving in his terrarium, his wise eyes twinkling with the reflection of 8 bright candles. The end. Fun Hanukkah facts. Hanukkah is also called the Festival of Lights. The menorah, a candle holder used for Hanukkah, has 9 branches, 1 for each night, plus the shamash, helper candle. Traditional Hanukkah foods are often cooked in oil to remember the miracle of the oil lasting 8 nights. A dreidel is a 4-sided spinning top with Hebrew letters that stands for, "A great miracle happened there." Hanukkah celebrates religious freedom and the importance of keeping traditions alive.